The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
To say that Clearwater wanted this match would be an understatement, and he's going to get it right now. Hold on here. Look out from behind. That maniac Jack Banning just sending the Golden Boy right into the post. Another sneak attack.
Psychopath Jack Banning, who has made Jordan Clearwater's life absolute hell, continuing here now, wasting no time.
I don't think you're going to see much in the way of finesse or nuance in this. And a brutal attack to kick this thing off. You can see Jordan Clearwater in his street clothes because Jamie Ivan giving him his wish, giving him this match, and now suplexed right on the apron of the ring. You can see the elbow hurting as well. And yeah, you're right. Made his life a living hell, cost him the Heritage Championship.
Yeah, from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows is where Banning sent Clearwater as he sends him headfirst into the post. This is not going the way that Clearwater had in mind. Just look at that psychopath, Jack Banning.
Oh, he's been locked up, you know, I guess was able to convince enough people that he is rehabilitated and able to be back out in the general population, but what a farce that looks to be when you look at this guy's actions.
Yeah, there's a comment to be made there socially that, you know, we're not qualified to really make, but I mean, just look at Jack Banning taking it to Clearwater. This is absolutely not the spot that I think Clearwater envisioned for himself when he just was chomping at the bit to get this match.
Well, and that mantra of this maniac of eat the rich. I mean, I guess who better to target than the Golden Boy and a champion at the time. Back at the 500th episode spectacular, you know, just putting the Golden Boy in that guillotine choke, would not let go.
Yeah, that was a scary, scary moment.
Our colleague, Blake Bulletproof Troop, and a mentor of the Golden Boy, had to go down there and try and force that thing to be broken. And the arm of the Golden Boy might get broken if this continues. Look at this vicious attack by Jack.
I mean, we call him a maniac, we call him a psychopath, but as you look at him working over Clearwater right now, he is you know, he's in somewhat of some sort of bizarre control. He has a meticulous, evil plan of action down there.
And he's just, I think he just enjoys the viciousness. If he's pulling on the ear while then going to the lower body, and look at this, just laughing, smiling. I mean, I just think just laughing that he's the Golden Boy. You know, I think he just loves to inflict pain. He came here looking for victims.
Yeah, and again, the sort of symbolic target that the Golden Boy is for Jack Banning in his quest to rewrite society as we know it.
Oh, and the thing is, you know, now that he's out and on the loose and on the attack, you know, this Banning, you got to think that they probably kept him in protected cells. They probably kept him under heavy sedation. No longer. Now, you know, that inner rage, that animal has been completely uncaged.
Yeah, out of the cage of his mind. Oh, my God.
And ever since that oh, no. Stay away now.
This is, what a farce.
I did not call for the bell. It doesn't count, does it? I did not call for the bell. It doesn't count, does it?
Referee, you know, clarifying that he did not call for the bell as Banning using the bell and now using it again. Sends the Golden Boy straight into the ringside bell.
Come on, Jack, stop this.
When this has gotten ugly in a hurry, James Kincaid.
Clear.
You know what I would have gotten if I demanded something? I would have gotten
Oh, now Clearwater fighting back. Got that water bottle, just trying to get some distance, but he's getting absolutely smothered by Banning.
I mean, Banning has just been destroying Clearwater out there, and again into the steps.
And again, more vicious offense there by Banning, sending Clearwater into those steps. That elbow has been an issue for Clearwater since the opening bell.
I've been unemployed for 356 days.
He's saying that he's been unemployed for 356 days.
He's definitely keeping score, and I don't even think this match has officially begun, which is why he's just been able to just take Clearwater all around the venue here.
Well, and why the referee hasn't called for a disqualification, despite the fact that the bell was used, the steps were used, the post was used. I don't even know that we'll have a match here. Banning now with the big forearm, saying did you hear the things he was saying?
You got to question, the thought process of Jamie for even letting this match take place, because it hasn't even started yet. This is all completely broken down. Look at this guy.
This guy, he's a liability, James. Banning is a huge liability for this company, for the locker room. There's no telling what this guy is capable of, and now sending the Golden Boy in a heap down the ramp. We heard what he said earlier. He's been out of work for 356 days while the Golden Boy was winning titles, getting matches on pay-per-view on Primetime Live, and that just, you talk about eat the rich, that eats away at Banning.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look at his face. Like, I'm trying to figure out what is possibly going through the mind of this Jack Banning. And it's a terrifying sight to behold right now for Jordan Clearwater.
And you might want to, you might file this one under careful what you wish for Clearwater. He wanted this fight, but Banning plays by his own set of rules.
I mean, Jack, look at him,
God.
just snapping the digits of Jordan Clearwater.
Just sick joint manipulation. This guy is sick. I mean, he makes Hannibal Lecter look like he's, selling Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. I mean, Jack Banning could have used Dr. Loomis as a psychologist rather than the help that he got. I cannot believe that this man has been released into society.
Give the Golden Boy what he wants. He demanded the match. Make it count. Back it up. Make it count.
You heard Banning there saying, give him what he wants. He demanded the match. Give him what he wants. After this attack on the outside, the steps, the post, the bell, all that.
Yeah, saying make it count.
Ring the bell.
Bell sounds. Clearwater's not even to his feet, and now a running knee by Banning. The match has officially begun, and we've got to take a break. We'll be back.
It's time for the Pro Shingles Slam of the Week.
Look at the size of Humongous.
I'm actually kind of scared for him.
Oh, no.
Don't do this.
He's not a wrestler.
He's a pizza
Why?
guy.
Why?
Oh, big choke slam by Humongous.
Save $500 on a complete roof replacement. 901-258-6503.
You've never failed at anything in your entire life, and you just can't take the damn loss.
Just
take the loss.
the sickness of Jack Banning.
He's preying on the pride of the Golden Boy, saying you just can't do it. You just can't take the loss. Just go ahead. Take it. Lay down. Take the loss. But we know that the Golden Boy has too much fight, too much integrity for that.
Yeah, that is not Clearwater's MO as he's showing that fight right now. Not going to go away quietly despite just the brutal assault that he has been victim to.
And now low bridge here by the Golden Boy, and that will buy him some valuable, crucial time to try and mount some sort of offense in this matchup.
Banning may have tweaked his knee out there. This is an opportunity for Clearwater, as what's good for Banning, as good as he gave it to Clearwater.
Now look at the eyes. Usually look strange on Banning, looking really strange and glassed over now. How's it feel, Banning? He sent the Golden Boy into the post earlier and now paying for his sins here in Championship Wrestling.
Clearwater still favoring that arm, though. Banning spent a lot of time on that. It's definitely still slowing him down, but Clearwater starting to come alive here.
Clearwater doing his best to ensure that the inmates are not running the asylum and sending them right into the barricade there on the stage area. And miraculously, Clearwater is back into this, and now again getting his vengeance in more ways than one, doing unto Banning as Banning had done unto him, send him into the post and now into the stairs.
Yeah, almost a mirror match now for Clearwater as he is firing back, but he's showing just tremendous determination.
Count is up to 8, and Clearwater rolls in. Veteran move there to break the count so he can continue this beatdown, and now Clearwater sending him back in, and that might be a smart move. Get him back in there where you can beat him with wrestling. Don't be out there in that devil's playground with Banning.
I know it's not how Clearwater would want it, but I would have taken the count-out victory there just to get away from this maniac. It could be signaling for Midas touch here.
Well, he's going to either get a trip back to the mental hospital or to the cemetery, but Clearwater calls the audible and goes with the clothesline. A series of them now, heavy shots, and I think the only thing that's keeping Banning on his feet are the turnbuckles.
Yeah, Banning doesn't look like he's present anymore. He is someplace else right now as Clearwater just unloading on him in the corner.
Banning in a haze here, and that, you know, that's nothing new to him. You got to believe.
Now, that's where he lives.
Banning just covering up now in that corner, and it has the tide has shifted in a big way. It's all the Golden Boy, but man, this has been just a hellacious fight.
Yeah, and the pendulum has just swung so wildly back the other way now for Jordan Clearwater. And what's Jordan got in his mind? Taking off the belt.
Clearwater pulling off that belt. He'd be pulling, maybe have the hair. Oh, now putting his hands on the official. Official calls. That's going to be a disqualification, but I think there's a bigger picture at play. Yeah. He's got the belt wrapped around the fist, and he is giving him the business upstairs, downstairs, shots to the head and to the kidney. The Golden Boy was hitting with bad intentions.
Yeah, those shots to the back of the head, and I know we got the DQ finish. The referee had no choice, but it looked like that's what Jordan Clearwater had in mind. He was going to unload on him. What? He's got, is that duct tape?
It sure is. You know, used for a number of reasons, but apparently it's going to be used to tie up Jack Banning. Not the only time he's been restrained in his life forcefully.
Yeah, I mean, Banning asking what it was. Oh, God, he's just teeing off now. Banning can't cover up, can't defend himself.
Wow, shot after shot now.
No
right
defense.
Hands. And Banning, and now these shoulders, he's gonna break him in half here. Well, we've never seen the Golden Boy absolutely lose his composure like this.
Banning, I think, is just out in that turnbuckle. He had no chance to defend himself. He was restrained. And now look at Clearwater using that belt, you know, try and choke out the life of Jack Banning. This is.
I mean, if this continues, all that talk of hospitals and cemeteries isn't going to be embellishment, partner.
Yeah, no hyperbole at this point. But this is, again, Jordan Clearwater. I didn't think he was capable of this.
He's fighting fire with fire. I mean, who could blame him? His career was on an all-time high. He was a Heritage champion until this maniac showed up. And sometimes you got to fight by those rules to exact some justice, some vengeance. But I mean, this is going too far.
If you become the monster, though, is Jordan Clearwater going to be able to unring that bell in his own mind to go to these depths? Can you come back from this?
He's lifeless now as Jack Banning. Unanswered shots aplenty here, and now you've got officials. He already put his hands on one official, and now continuing to put the boots to Banning. Banning is completely lifeless, not moving here.
Banning was restrained.
Banning just starting to stir, and now the belt again here, James.
Clearwater refusing to be restrained himself now. God. Referees, officials trying to take control. I mean, this has just been madness from start to finish.
Whole different side of the Golden Boy here. We're seeing perhaps the tarnishing of the Golden Boy. Look at this.
Look at Banning. He's smiling.
Smiling. What a absolute sicko. Folks, we'll see you next week on Championship Wrestling.
Smiling.
Oh my God.